Hello, let's continue our Sudoku adventure with Extremely Odd and Even by Strosahl. So we have normal 6x6 Sudoku rules, so in each row, each column, and each 2x3 box, we are placing the digits 1 to 6 exactly once each. These blue cells here with the arrows pointing inward, these are minimum cells. That just means they're smaller than the cells surrounding it. You can use the less than signs to remind yourself of that. So if this was a 3, we can't make these smaller than 3, right? Or definitely not equal because it's Sudoku, but they have to be bigger than 3. So they would be from 4, 5, 6 if that's a 3, right? And then the red ones with the arrows pointing the other way are the opposite. They have to be the biggest of those. So if this was a 3, then all of these would be smaller than 3. All right. In addition to that, we do have circles and squares. They're actually they happen to overlap exactly with where our minimum maximums are. That's just the constructor's choice. That's not necessarily part of the constraint. But cells with circles are odd and cells with squares are even. And that's it. Those are the rules. There's a link in the description if you'd like to try the puzzle yourself. And I'm going to get started right now. All right. I am not above starting by putting 1, 3, 5 in the odd cells and 2, 4, 6 in the even cells. And then in addition to that, any cell that's red cannot be cannot be 1. I got that backwards. Because it has to be bigger than everything around it. And 1 is definitely not bigger than anything. And then the blue ones can't be 6 for similar reasons. They have to be smaller than something. Here, this has to be bigger. Same thing with this one, same thing with this one. It has to be bigger than the cells around it. And because of the way the box works, here, here, and here, we need 2 different digits that would then be smaller. And so the 2 doesn't work. So none of these can be 2, right? If this was 2, this would be 1 and 1. That doesn't work. So these cannot be 2s, making some 4, 6 pairs. And then blue should have something similar. Yeah, so the 5 is no good for the blue. Because if this was a 5, these would both be 6. So it'd be bigger. So those are not 5s. Right. I think that's the easy cleanup. The other thing we can think about is the cells that these guys touch. So, for example, we know this guy maxes at 5. So all of these cells just naturally have to be smaller than 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This guy here is at least 2, meaning that these are from 3 through 6. But this guy here it could be a 6, but... So the ones next to this one can't be 6. Otherwise, this would have no value. So we can eliminate 6 from those. We also have these 4, 6 pairs, meaning these can't actually be 4. So next to this 2, 4, we know these are from 3, 4, 5, 6. This can't... Okay, we have the 4, 6 pair. Do I have a restriction here? Maybe on 5 somehow? No. Huh. We know these are 1 through 5. These are 2 through 6. I'm not really wanting to pencil that. What about this box here? Yeah, we need a 1 in this box. Oh, we can't put a 1 again next to this blue. We also can't put a 1 next to this blue. So 1 gets placed there. So these are not 1s. Does that affect 1 in this box at all? I mean, 1 can be in the blue cell. The only reason 1 couldn't be in this blue cell is because it had to be even, but 1 can be in this blue cell. But it can't be here. So 1's in one of these 2, I suppose. What about this box, though? We can't put a 1 here, so 1's in one of these 2. A 1 here would be next to a blue. In this box, 1 is in one of these 2? Okay. Why don't I pencil these? These are 2, 3, 5. I wonder if that helps me. Doesn't seem to immediately. So none of these are 6. I wonder if we can... Yeah, we can limit 6 in this box in a similar way. Can't put a 6 next to this red or these reds. So this is a 6. So we can clear out these 6s. So 6 in this box is one of these 2. 5 is in one of these 2 cells. I feel like I'm close to finding the right thing to look at. So I got this 6. This does not make a pair, unfortunately. We have a 4-6 pair here, though. 4's in one of these two? Huh. These are 1, 2, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3, 5. Anything I can do about that? 3, 5. It's not. This isn't necessarily a 3, 5 pair. They could both be 3 or both be 5. Is there anything else here that... Maybe there's something that prevents like one of these bigger digits or one of these smaller digits. I mean, we know that either both of these are 4 or this is a 4. Both of these being 4 is the more restrictive option. It would force all of these cells to be from 1, 2, 3 only. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Is there some reason that breaks things? This would be 5. That's okay. Oh, this can't be a 3. Okay. Yeah, I've been missing this the whole time. This can't be a 3 because then these would all be from 1, 2. So this has to be a 5. I don't know how much that helps, but definitely good to have it filled. So then 5 in this box is in one of these two. I don't know how helpful that is, but... What about this box? No, it's in one of these 3. So if this was 3, these would all have to be from 4, 5, 6. It seems okay. If this was 4, if this has the same issue. If this was 4, these would both be from 5. All 3 of these would be from 5, 6, which is no good. So this has to be a 2. So one of these is a 2, I suppose. Oops, one of them is a 2. One of these is a 1. See, making this a 2 doesn't actually help reduce anything around it. It does restrict where 2 can go. 2's in one of these 2. What else can I do here? I feel like I keep focusing on these 4, 6 pairs here. Because it does force at least one of them to be a 4. Can this be a 4? I guess is the question. If this was a 4, this would be 3, 3, and 2. And that would be 5, 6. And that seems to be okay. That seems to be okay. Yeah, I don't see a reason that would be a problem. If this is 6, then this is 4. Making these from 1, 2, 3, these from 1, 2, 3. I'm just not seeing an immediate reason that would break. So is there any other restriction like this not being 4? Okay, if this was 4, this would be exactly 5, 6 like this. That would make that a 4. Doesn't seem like a problem. 5, 6, that's 5, 6. I mean, it kind of works. If this was 3, these would be from 4, 5, 6. So this would have to be 5 because it sees the 4, 6 pair. So if this was 3, this would be 5. And this would be a 4, 6. And this would be a 1, 2 pair. Yeah, that works too. What am I missing? 5's in one of these two? There's something about placements of 1s that I missed. Or placements of 6 maybe? Is there more I can restrict with 6? So we know 6 isn't in any of these cells. We know it's not in any of these or any of these. It's also not in any of the blue cells. It's not a 1. It's not a 5. So 6 just doesn't look... I don't see a particular restriction. We already have that 6 placed, so we can eliminate like that too. That might help. So let's just... Green is... Oh, so yeah, 6 is one of these two. 6 is one of these 3. 6 is one of those 2 I have that marked. One of these 3. 6 is not here. One of these 3. Yeah, it doesn't really do anything, does it? Okay, that's a bust. Is there a restriction on where 2s can go at all? Or 5s? I don't know. We have 5 for this box already. not seeing it. Weird. It's gotta be this then, right? I'm gonna pencil these guys. It's probably useless, but we have 1, 2, 3, 5 left. That's not a 5. So this can't be a 1. Oh, so it's 1 in this column. That's the issue. Okay. Yeah, 1 in this column goes right here. Penciling this was actually more helpful than I expected. Because it can't be next to a blue. This is filled with a 6. This has a 1 in the row. And this is next to a blue, and this has to be even. So yeah, so the 1 goes there. So these are not 1s. Let's be careful not to make a mistake here. This is a 1 for the box. That makes this a 3. Okay, so it cannot have a 2 next to it. That places the 2 in the box. Let's get rid of the 2, 3, and the 3 here. Get rid of the 3 here, and the 2 here. This is now a 3, 5 pair, meaning one of these is at least 5, making this a 6. And now both think, no wonder I couldn't make 4s not work there. That's a 2. That's a 2 for this box. All right, there's a lot to follow up on here. So the 4, this has to be a 1 then, because it can't be 2, 3. That places the 1 in this box, placing the 1 in this box. 1s are done. This is a 5, 6 pair. Okay, take a step back. This 4 can't be next to 5, so that's our 5. That's 4 and 3, that's 4. We get the 5 here and the 3. We get the 5 and the 3 here. That's a 6 and a 5. That's a 6. We get the 4. We get the 2 and the 3. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. We need 5, 6 like this. Down here, we need the 3, 6. 6, 3. And then down here, we need the 2, 4. We're done. Nice. Okay. Yeah, just spotting the 1 in this column. So there were a few things that I took way too long to spot, I think. It was these 2 cells, the kind of middling digit, I think it was the 4 in here and the 3 in here, not being possible. Took me way too long to spot that. And then the 1 in this column, that just took me forever to spot. Not necessarily an easy spot, but we knew it wasn't in these for sure right from the start. So it had to do with removing 1 from these 2 at some point. All right, cool. Well, let me know how you did. If you enjoyed this, why don't leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.